Welcome back everyone, my name is 2.0 and first thing I notice on this account is you got 19 gems. So that's kind of horrible. Yeah, honestly, especially like Black Friday's right around the corner. That's kind of bad. Let's check this one. Consume diamonds to win generous rewards. That's the first one. So make sure that you accumulate enough diamond. Like I would literally just hoard, because you are VIP 10. You're gonna want to save as much as you can. All right. So outside of that, let's jump into it. You only bought the 1500. What the heck? What do you spend your gems on? I have no idea. Let's see. Have you spent 10,000? Because this will tell me. No. I mean, okay, so if you just bought resonance gear, that's okay. But still. What do you spend your gems on? Let me know down below. Kind of curious. You don't even have Sealand 25. I hope you're not buying 6 plus. Because again, that's pretty bad return on investment. You do have Queen. Okay, so you got an interesting lineup for sure. And I know you told me you were building Rogan and then you thought Eloise would benefit your account. And again, that's a fair point, but I disagree on where you're going direction-wise. But let's jump in and just check everyone out. So you have Starwing Jara. Okay, good. So far, you got that. All attuned to her. Speed attack, I like that. Is she speedy built? She's not. Why is one of these HP? My guess, again, you only have one Rogan, so you're gonna want to. Again, I don't know. Like the one speed doesn't really make sense to me. Interesting. Okay, so Drake Rogan doesn't even have energy feed. That's interesting. I really don't know why you did that. Because again, mine I just have built fully maxed out speed wise, and again I was going to say maybe if the Rogan was like max, but still even like a V4, it doesn't really make much sense. Also, that one's interesting. If you know she's doing her actives and everything, I do like her just to nuke. So the extra heal, I guess, maybe just makes her to round 2, but still interesting for sure. Halora, perfect. This is who we want to focus on though. Kiss a Ghost. You know, maybe we throw a crown on. Hopefully, even upgraded crown on this account. Again, speed, and then you're building HP wise. I'd say you could probably even benefit getting a different stone on Halora. She doesn't necessarily need to be speedy. You know, she can be. But you have Starwing Jara who's faster. You have Sword Flash Shia. I guarantee she's faster. At least I hope so. But again, you could even build her more tanky. You know, because you're already kind of going that way. Speed attack. Okay, that's good. Speed. I like that. That is perfect. With, I think it was the Augustus Magic Ball. Let me see here. Yeah, perfect. I would focus on getting another one just because I think Maxed Augustus Magic Ball is that worth it. And you kind of need it for Sealand if you're going that route. But again, we can jump in that. Talk about that later. I don't think you had any. You do have quite a bit of artifact fodder, which is nice. Whenever you get an artifact, you could just bust it out. Good to go. My guess, you just stripped all of these guys' gear just to make it pretty easy on me. But I do want to see just how much gear you got on here. So far that's a lot. That's 8. Yeah, okay, that's 8. You got 8 of those. 8 of those. Okay. Rogan. I would give Rogan his own set of gear. At least Assassin. That's you're just doing him wrong. You could do like 3-piece as well. Holy damage, attack. Again, if you are going for the energy feed, which he has, you could make him speedy. Again, just giving him an active isn't bad. I hope, let me say this first. I hope you have more demon bells, because if you don't, sadly that 2-star one isn't really doing too much. And then actually I'd say focus on, again, it really depends on what you want to focus on. But if you only have one, the energy feed really isn't going to work. And he's not V1, so he will be a ways away. Again, because he doesn't have resonance gear, that kind of hurts a lot too. Carry, I actually haven't seen a carry with an upgraded staff in a while, so that's actually kind of funny. I like that. Again, she's not built speed. You could just build her all offensive, like even just 1 speed, 1 offensive. Really not too bad. Again, I feel like you're lacking in gear as well as kind of artifacts so far. Again, let's see what else. Rogan does not have Demon Bell. He has a maxed Antlers Cane. I don't know how I feel about that. Again, you could even just make him tanky, give him, because again, his main goal is speed energy feed or stay around for the boosts. So you could give him like a runes power, honestly, because I saw that you had one. Speed attack, though, again, make him speedy in attack, not like HP wise. I do like how he had his own gear, though. Ignis, we are going to need Ignis. We have 2. Perfect, and then 2 Delacium. I do remember that. So you're kind of PvE oriented, I get that. So let's finish your Sealand off. We got that. Sherlock, love him. Love him. Tix, awesome. None of these guys have gear, which is perfect because that just means I've seen everything. Okay, awesome. Since you are kind of low on gold, I wouldn't like push these stones just yet. Again, just kind of a pointer. You do have a 9-star Ignis. Love that. You have nothing in your bag. Okay, step 1, I'd say go into full hoarder mode. You want to save your gems. You want to save everything in your bag, just probably until Christmas is over. Celestial Island. Let's see what's going on here. Claim all that. And log into Cloud Island. There we go. I kind of like your design, actually. So we have Jar in the second household. I like that, which means we have Sword Flash in the first. Now, let's see. Oof, don't tell me you have split these too far. You kind of are. I wouldn't recommend doing that, and I know you're probably like, Eloise is slot 3, and I have no one in slot 3 over here. It's honestly better to build someone, and just put it all into one, because again, we're going to want Queen in one of those homes to beat Sealand. Again, we will need help, and we will need a lot of work to do that. But again, you don't have the gems to just replace that right now. And also, you should throw all of this on, obviously. You probably took it off just so that it's easier for me to see. But you should up your tenants as much as you can. So you want to focus on your first 6, and then you want to focus on your tenants, because they help your first 6 a lot. And again, I kind of don't know all the tenants off the top of my head. I know you had Eloise. Her being 10 stars kind of not doing you a lot. And again, we should focus on Sealand first, because that will give us more resources. I think Waldeck is actually a tenant, so leveling him up is nice. You know, whenever you have all the resources, and even pushing them to V+ can be beneficial. And you do have E5 Ignis, so we will use that as well. Oh my gosh, you've spread your stellar across everyone, haven't you? So that I don't recommend doing, because she could be almost V3, right? We could be putting this into other assets that make us stronger as a whole. again, that's just me. Again, if you have a ton of 10 stars and you want to make someone V1, go for it. But Rogan, okay, Rogan could probably be closer. And we want to use Rogan, and we're not using all of these heroes. Again, we're not using a Russell, so there's no point in that. You do have quite a bit, because you have 3 V4s, which is nice, but we could just be using it elsewhere. And we could have used Rogan, Eloise for food. We could even still use Heart Watchers, so that's fine. But again, we could have pushed a little bit more. So I would note that down. You're spreading your Stellar a little bit too wide. And again, it's too late now, but I would just note that in the future I wouldn't do that. Because again, you're just kind of stuck now. And let's see, Void Vortex. What are you at? You are in, what does that say? Valiant? Come on, claim. Valiant. You should definitely be in Defier with this team. Okay, so at least you've cleared a planet. This is a pretty easy one. Again, you might need a little work. You might need gear. You're going to have to finish that Rogan, but this is a pretty good lineup. This should get you through everything. Again, you're going to want to do something with that Rogan, because 10-star won't do much. And you could do an energy feed type thing. That's kind of the easiest way. And shoot, you could even do that past Defier. Depending on your star spawns. So, looking in here, I don't see a ton of level 100s. You have 1 level 100. So it might actually be kind of tough for you to do a ton of like endgame content. I do like the mage being leveled up. I do like the light one being leveled up. So I like that. Outside of that, again, I always recommend push attack. So whatever you think is best, I would push attack. The dark kind of is bad, so I'm just throwing that out there. I know a lot of people like him. I would push the mage. The mage can help with Jara. You can actually level someone up right now. So I would, again, just me, level up the shadow guy. I'm not going to, but if you think that, you know, that's acceptable, I would totally do that. I wouldn't worry about HP, because, yeah, sure, boost power numbers, but still, you're looking to clear Sealand and move on in the Void Vortex. So I would do that. Number 1, you're really far off your next trans hero, so it looks like you just got that. You have no Stellar, that's fine. You have 6 scrolls. Okay, yeah, you should just be saving everything. You have 3 Prophet Orbs. Please don't tell me that you're just using these outside of events like that. Kind of disappointed. You do have a ton of this, though, which, pushing the Void and everything, gets you the ability to use a little more. You do have 169 toolboxes, so maybe you can even use some of that. But still, I would focus Scarlet Queen Halora, make her your tenant, which honestly, again, you're going to have to wait a few weeks, just because I know next week you're going to want to use gems. But I will show you something that you can totally do. And funny enough, you have 2 E5s. I don't really know how that's going to work, but you want to have a suicide one for Queen, and then have a suicide one for your other Ignis. Waldeck is good because he's E5, he's good to go. And then you have a Delacium. Delacium doesn't really do anything. And that's that. So for the first 21-1, 22-1, you want to have Antlers Cane on your Queen. And, you know, that goes till 25. After that, you kind of want to build her tanky, which, another reason why I said upgrade the Augustus Magic Ball. Throw that on her. Good to go. And then Ignis, generally speaking, needs to be Crown or something equivalent build. So if you do that, for the rest of them, you should be good. So again, Antlers Cane on the first one, and then AMB, if you do have 2 crowns, that also works. But Ignis is just crown build the entire time. So again, just move that over. You might need to do a little bit of work, but you should get it. Again, you're going to want to wait because you need all the gems possible. And that's kind of my recommendations for this account. Save, see what the new holidays bring, and slowly transition into beating Sealand. So I hope that that gives you a little bit of advice. And again, push one Sealand because, or one Celestial Island householder, because that will help. And in the meantime, that's it. I wouldn't even stress building your heroes right now. I would just focus on that and getting, you know, gems. That's probably your biggest one. And then maybe focus on building that Rogan up, because I think he will do better. But I hope this helps, man, and I hope you all have a great day. And happy holidays if you guys are celebrating Thanksgiving or whatever. Hope it's a good one. Anyways, we'll see you Black Friday for sure. Peace.